everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1 Episode 6. If you want to watch our uncut CG reactions, links to the Patreon is down below.
Last episode saw Buffy going on her first date, that we've seen at least. I don't know what happened when she was back in LA, but this was her first time going on a date in Sunnydale. She was battling with Cordelia for this guy, but thankfully he was sort of swaying way more towards Buffy. It seemed like they genuinely really liked each other. However, it all clashed with the rise of the Anointed One, this new being who is going to be vital in the Master's plan to drag the Slayer to hell, I believe he said. So 5 people had to die in order for the Anointed One to rise, so they had to kind of keep the watch out for that. But Giles got his calculation wrong on the first day, so they thought it would be a few more days until it actually happens, but it turns out he wasn't off by that much. So her date ended up being on the night of the Anointed One rising from the ashes. She went out on the date because she was battling and she really wanted to just be normal for once, and she liked how Owen made her feel. She even said on the date, "I feel like a girl," and it is because she doesn't really get the chance to do this kind of thing. But unfortunately, Giles went to the crypt on his own and ended up stuck in there. That was so cool when he hid himself in one of those things. I can't remember what they're called. What are they?
What, those like...
The pull-out drawers with the corpses on.
I don't know what they're called, but I see them a lot, obviously in movies and stuff. Yeah. And he was in one, like all of them were empty, and then he was in one with a person already in there. God, chose it bad there, Giles. Like, oh my god. He was, on top of this corpse in there, and I think the smell would have had me hurling alone. Like, true. God, that would have been disgusting.
It's called a body locker.
That's so, like, gross sounding, like insensitive to me.
That's not what I thought it was in my head, but it sounds about right. And I thought it was really funny that Xander and Willow did follow Giles, because you just made that comment about it. I'm just so surprised.
Xander and Willow do have a first for the thrill as well, but they know Buffy's secret already, so they're sort of exempt. But poor Owen, you know, he wasn't cut out for the life, and Buffy didn't want to put him in danger, and that's fair enough.
He was very excited about going to the funeral home, and that was a bit odd in the first place to me. I don't know why you'd ever choose to go there, but he followed them again, stalkers all over the place is up, and he nearly died. So Buffy had to cut the cord, so to speak, because he was going to die within, like I even said, is it even worth remembering his name, because he's probably going to die by the end of the episode. That just seems to be how it goes. So but
honestly it does.
He's probably going to be one of those characters that's in an episode and we'll never see again.
I know, yeah, he was just a one-off thing. It was sort of just to demonstrate how hard dating is for a vampire slayer. I think that was his purpose in that episode. It was to see how hard it is for people like Buffy to date when you're literally a vampire slayer on the side, and it takes up a lot of her time, and Giles was struggling to see how hard it was for Buffy, but he came around at the end. He saw how much Owen meant to her, not you know, romantically too much, but the fact that she wanted just to be a normal girl, and that's how he made her feel. But in the end, Giles did come around, and he was like, yeah, I can see you're struggling with, you know, navigating life as a normal teenager as well as being a slayer, and both things are important. So yeah, I think he's going to back off her from now on a little bit, you know, just to let her experience what it's like to be a normal teenager, you know.
And I also thought the music choice for that scene with her breakup with Owen and following on the scene with Giles as well, I thought it was really nice. It was one of those scenes, I don't know if you ever get this, but it kind of gave me tingles where like the music fits so perfectly.
I don't get that, but okay.
Sometimes there's a certain song that just hits the spot, and I will be shazamming it after this because
I didn't even notice the song. I don't even
What?
notice the music.
oh my god, it was so old school as well. I get it sometimes when I'm watching like 2000s rom-coms because I'm like, this music just is so much better than music of today. So yeah,
Oh,
it
you
really
sound
hit
like
the spot for
Giles.
me. Oddly enough, Giles is almost the character that I do relate to the most. So yeah.
That's so funny.
Giles and Willow, and I think they might be my favourites as well. So
I have to agree as well. I love all of them, but yeah, I do particularly like Giles because of the way he speaks. Like, he's just so articulate and he's very on it. Like, he never strays from the true purpose of vampire slaying. He's always on it, and I love that about him.
yeah, who would you say your top 3 are? As
Giles
we're
and
nearly
Willow,
halfway.
I'd say, to up there. I think Xander, yeah. I mean, I do like Buffy, but I feel like the side characters really make it. Like, the Xander and Willow and Giles, I feel like they really elevate it. Like, if it was just Buffy, I think it would be quite boring. But because you've got those people around her to sort of flesh it out and make it more entertaining, I feel like they do make it.
I mean, that's time for my episode by episode mention of the Vampire Diaries, it seems. But that does scream the Vampire Diaries because no one watches the Vampire Diaries for Elena Gilbert. She's the worst main character. I'd say Buffy's my third. Giles and Willow are the top 2, and then Buffy's third. Xander is too hit or miss. Like, sometimes he does these really gross things. Like last episode when Buffy was getting changed, he was looking at her in the reflection of that tiny mirror on
That
her
was
thing.
weird.
And I was like, no, just stop. It's too uncomfortable sometimes. But he does have some really funny lines here and there. And at the end of the day, he does just have a crush. But at the same time, Willow has a crush on him, and she's not being gross and weird about it. So...
I know. You can hardly tell she has a crush on him. It's only when she does talk about it or whatever that you realise that she does. She makes it so subtle.
Yeah, go Willow. That's how you
I know.
mask a crush in plain sight.
Oh, we at the zoo?
Oh, look. It's Buffy and all her friends.
Who are these
That's
guys?
Were you this popular at your old school before you got kicked out?
What is
That's so
wrong?
mean.
She might be
I
cute.
know.
She actually could though.
Honestly, she could kick all their ass.
I'm feeling that you're not in the field trip spirit here.
Oh, so that explains why everyone's here.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I
We
was
did
thinking
the same
this
zoo
was the
trip
new
my old school
hotspot
every
like the
year.
Bronze.
Same old, same
Yeah.
old.
This is about not being in class.
I know. It's like when you get shown a video in class, it's like the best day ever.
So is this like a family reunion?
Oh,
An arsehole.
I think it's a family
Oh, I hope that
reunion.
monkey
It's
flings
so
its shit at them.
touching.
Hey, guys, come on. Wait, it's got my notes in there. What's going on here? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Did I ask you to speak? Okay, I guess I did.
you asked the question.
You asked the question. Was it rhetorical then?
Oh, he's not gonna say.
They weren't doing anything. Really. We were just playing around. I'll be watching you.
Okay, it looks like bullying will be the theme of this episode.
Come on, we're gonna check out the hyena house.
But I think it's off limits.
And therein, my friend, lies the fun.
They're gonna throw him in there.
What are Kyle and his buds doing with Lance?
Oh, playing with him as a cat plays with a mouse.
Yeah. Look, Xander's
Where's
actually
Xander?
gonna... He's gonna
Whoa.
stick up for him.
You
Oh,
don't think we
that's
should follow?
nice.
Are you blind or are you just illiterate?
Oh.
Because hyenas are very quick to prey on the weak.
Oh, well, we were just
You're
Oh,
gonna.
what,
not
you say
going
that as
in
soon
there.
as the girls
It
go
does
in
us a
there?
lot of trouble.
No.
6 boys went in there.
Hyenas are capable of understanding human speech. They follow
that
humans
true?
around by day, learning.
Oh,
their
if the
names.
hyenas can
Night,
sense bullying, maybe they
campfire
can step
dies.
in.
I think it looks hungry.
Oh, stop. No, don't.
Seriously? Oh no.
Let's figure out someone your own species. What, are you gonna get in my face?
What the hell?
What? What?
Did it just infect them with its eyes?
Has Xander been infected? No!
No! God, I'm
Hey.
so proud of him for that second, for
I-
standing up for them.
I mean, he didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, that's
Yeah.
such a shame.
He was quiet.
I didn't notice anything.
Because you don't know.
You don't
the
notice.
Hyper-aware
No,
of
she
his own
really
sleep
doesn't
person.
notice anything about him.
Makes my head go tingly. You know what I mean?
I dimly recall.
So Buffy
But it
does
hasn't
know.
happened to you lately.
This is the first time she's ever mentioned it.
Not even for a dangerous and mysterious older man whose leather jacket you're wearing right now?
Oh.
Goes with the shoes. I suppose some girls might find him good looking.
And you being one of them,
If they
Buffy.
have eyes. All right, he's a honey.
Oh god. When she got some sort of hyena energy.
Was my buttery croissant.
Man, I need some food. Birds live on this.
What exactly do hyenas eat?
I don't know what they
Something
eat,
wrong?
but something
Did I
is
do
really up
something?
with him.
Okay, now what?
You took a bath.
Yeah, I often do. I'm actually known for it.
That's okay.
Oh, hello.
Great. It's the winged monkeys.
Yeah. I love how the girls are just looking at each other like, what the frick is going on?
Shouldn't you be hovering over the football stadium with Goodyear written on you?
Oh no! Xander!
Gets bad.
He's changed. It has changed him. I love Charles's outfit right now.
Whoa!
Right. That's enough training for one day.
Do you want to do it again?
No, that's fine.
He's like, what have I signed
Run
myself
along
up for?
He's not cut out for the physical activity.
No. He sticks to books.
Naughty Herbert.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Flutie, quite
Is
scared,
that a
isn't
pig?
he? He's mean. He's ready for action. See? Here are the tusks.
Oh, the hyena's gonna kill the pig.
Scary razorback.
No, I'm scared for the pig.
I'm not getting
The
this.
pig's getting it. You know it. Do not eye up that pig.
Oh. It's like when the vampire saw the praying mantis. It knows.
Yes.
All right. It's raining. So you know what that means? Dodgeball.
That
Oh my
literally was exactly what happened at our school.
As follows.
Yeah! I think that's how I broke my finger.
Oh god. Yeah, it was vicious. Ooh!
Jesus, Xander.
What the fuck? That crush is getting squished right now.
This might be her
No
cure.
more tingling in my mind.
What?
Why are they looking at him?
Oh my god! That's just pure bullying. Bullies go for people who can't defend themselves though.
I've decided to drop geometry. So I won't be needing your math help anymore. Which means I won't have to look at your pasty face again.
What the hell though? Why is being a hyena make you such a dickhead?
Oh! Not Willow!
I know! She's so innocent!
You gonna say something to me?
They do say, like, laughing hyenas, isn't that a phrase?
I know, yeah, it is.
Hey, what do you guys?
Shut up.
Your
Is it hot dogs?
friends like to share. Good?
It's well done.
No. Oh my god. That sausage wasn't up to standard, so they're gonna go for the pig. No!
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I thought they were gonna come up with like blood down their like mouths and neck. They really should not have seen the
This is the
hyena
new
enclosure.
crew. I think this is the coolest Xander will ever be. I feel so bad for Lance.
My whole life, Buffy.
Oh my god, he has super hearing!
But he's never.
I think something's wrong with him.
Maybe there's something wrong with me.
Oh Willow, don't do this.
He's not picking on you. He's just sniffing you a lot.
Well, otherwise, all his spare time spent lounging about with imbeciles. It's devastating. He's turned into a 16-year-old boy. Of course, you'll have to kill him.
Giles, I'm serious.
It's not the same.
They tease. They prey on the weak. It's natural teen
Yeah,
behavior.
pray on the week just like they did with Lance.
What did you just say? Him and Kyle and all those guys, they went into the hyena cage.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
clocked
and then
it.
that guy spoke to them.
You're saying that Xander's becoming
Yeah.
a hyena?
The pig?
Dead. And also eaten. Principal Flutie's freaking out.
Testosterone, huh?
3 kids saw you outside Herbert's room. You're busted. Yeah, you're going down.
They're able, through transpossession, to
Using a
draw
lot of
the
long
spirit of
words
certain
here,
animals
Giles.
into themselves.
And then they started acting like hyenas. So what happens to the person once the spirit's in them?
Oh.
You waiting for you to jump my bones?
I have seen some sick things
sick.
in my life. Believe me.
We both know what you really want. You danger, don't you?
Oh, what is he going to do?
You like your men dangerous.
You're in trouble,
Oh my
Xander.
god. What are they gonna do? They're looking at him really weird.
I'm sorry.
He's getting bullied by 4 people.
Come on, Slayer. I like it when you're scared.
Oh, that's so gross.
The more I scare you.
I hope what he's
Better
saying
smell.
isn't like inner projections. God, she scratched him!
Oh, oh my god, I feel bad now.
Oh, he's got a pounce. Yeah, dead.
Oh, principal.
What are we gonna do? I mean, how do we get Xander back?
I don't know
I'm
how,
now
what
looking
they're
more
gonna
worried about
do,
the rest of the pack
honestly.
are up to.
They ate him.
Oh my god.
Ate Principal Flutie.
It's weird how this silly Monster of the Week
The,
storyline is actually
official
having
theory
lasting
is that
effects on the
wild
show.
dog-
But Xander didn't. He was with you.
Trying to rape her.
Put the hyena back in the hyena.
But until we know more,
Bet you that zookeeper could help us. Maybe he didn't quarantine those hyenas because they were sick.
God, the jungle music.
I know! Oh god!
no.
Oh no, it's a baby! Run, woman, run!
Buffy saved both of our lives.
Before she came here, our lives didn't need that much saving, did they?
Don't
There was a lot simpler when it was
put
just you
doubts
and
in
me.
her head.
I am helping you.
You're doing what you're told.
Buffy's
Stop.
trying to help you too.
Don't fall for the
know that.
manipulation.
Well, if I'm so dangerous, how come she left you alone with me?
They're trapped behind a cage.
Oh, for God's sake, she's too far gone!
Now I know.
Oh, okay.
After hyenas feed and rest, they will track the missing member of their pack until they find him.
Okay.
They should come right to you.
Right, yeah.
Oh god, Willow's there on her own! Oh god, this is bad. Now she knows! Oh my god, that didn't take long. Oh god, they're so gross! Like, what are they doing? They're gonna smell her out, aren't they? Like, I don't think there's any point hiding Willow. I really didn't look.
Oh no! Oh, it was a bait!
It was bait. Oh! Okay! Yes! Buffy's here!
Just in time.
we must lead them back to the zoo if we're going to stop this.
And before their next meal.
They know his
my God,
name?
They're luring the child out. Oh! Oh my god!
So scary to see humans act like this.
I know.
Don't play with your food.
Ooh. Outrun them to the zoo!
Where's the zookeeper?
He must be
That
inside.
is so badly boarded off.
Zookeeper?
What the heck?
Oh, of course, the
Oh.
Maasai ceremonial garb. It's sacred circle. Yes, you'd need that to, But this would be here when the children first came. Terribly frustrating for you that a bunch of school children could accomplish what you could not.
What the fuck?
But it was so easy for them. How can he not do it?
I'm lost.
Oh, Giles in danger again.
Where are the hyenas for the transpossession?
They're right here in the feeding area. Stay back. They haven't been fed.
What is this?
Oh,
Predatory act,
stop
remember?
it.
Right. You'll pretend to slash my
Oh
throat?
god, Willow, you've got
And
to
put the evil in the
admit
hyenas?
something's dodgy about this.
Buffy, it's a trap!
We finally got it.
But now,
Oh!
oh
He's gonna
god,
get eaten by his own kind.
yo, yes. Oh, nice of you to make it, Giles.
I remember him going on the field trip and then going down to the hyena house, and next thing, some guy's holding Willow and he's got a knife. Nobody messes with my Willow.
Oh, don't do that to her.
I didn't do anything else. Did I around you guys anything embarrassing?
Yeah.
Nah.
I cannot find anything anywhere about memory loss afterwards.
Did you tell them that?
Your secret dies with me.
He remembers everything, so he knows full well what he tried to do to Buffy. I don't like that now because he should have mentioned that. Should have at least apologised for what he did. I know it wasn't technically him, but if I was Buffy, I would be truly traumatised by what he tried to do to her. and just skirting over it as if he didn't remember that he did it, and then them also brushing it off as well. I don't really like that, because he tried to assault her. That's not something minor.
I know, exactly. He really tried to take advantage of her and was saying all these horrible things, like, you love dangerous guys like Angel, so I'm gonna be like him and I'm gonna take advantage of you. Like, I don't know how much of it was him, like, if he was projecting that. Like, that's one of the questions I want to know, because Giles has confirmed that he has no memory loss, but was what he was saying like a projected version of what he's suppressing in his human self?
I think it was kind of using his own emotions, but twisting it to make it worse, because obviously the theme of the episode was bullying, and I have to say, I thought there were so many uncomfortable watches in that episode, so many scenes where I really wanted to just look away, like, which I guess it should be, because bullying should be an uncomfortable thing to watch, because it's not something that should happen. But so many, like with the bullying of Lance, Xander being mean to Willow, the principal's death, the pig's death, so much.
I know, there was.
And of course the Xander and Buffy scene too. There was a lot that just was really uncomfortable and just shocking, really. But I guess they were technically animals in their body. But I think it was using his feelings for Buffy. And also, I don't understand, because it made it sound like Xander knows about Willow's crush on him too.
Yeah,
which kind of makes his previous actions really bad, because he's always spoken to Willow about his feelings for Buffy, and if he knew about her crush, that's really poor on her.
I know. This is what I want to know. I can't tell if he's always known about Willow having a crush on him, or what. Like, his hyena self found that out. Like, it's just really poor on Xander. It's made him look terrible this episode. Like,
the way the episode started with him saving Lance, and I was like, this is the most I've ever liked him. And
I know.
I'm the complete opposite.
I know, honestly, like, it's made him look terrible. And I know a lot of it wasn't his fault. Like, he was only trying to stand up for Lance, and he's been given this curse of a hyena. Like, they really focus on animal demons as well. Like, we have the praying mantis, we've got the hyenas. Like, wow, what are we gonna get? Like, vampirific freaking elephants? Like, what? I don't know. But it does make Xander look terrible, and although he couldn't help it, he really did do some damage while he was in his demonic form.
I'm not holding his actions against him, because I know that was all hyena. I don't think he would ever try and do that to Buffy, and I don't think he would ever say things like that to Willow. But it's his acknowledgement of the feelings that's confusing me, because if he's known Willow's had a crush on him, I think it's really mean of him to be talking about his crush on Buffy all the time, specifically to her, because like that's not taking her feelings into account at all. But the things he said, it wasn't him, and we saw earlier on how he sticks up for the little people, so he definitely wouldn't be putting them in that position by choice.
No, now that you've said that, I do think it was definitely the demonic possession that really brought out those mean things he did. Because Xander is a good person. Like, he stands up to bullies for other people that can't do it themselves. And he's always been good to Willow, so it doesn't make sense for him to all of a sudden just want to rub in her face the fact that he loves Buffy and you know, take the mick out of her. It doesn't make sense. So I think a lot of it was the demonic possession, but yeah, it really just didn't. It wasn't a good episode for him, and I hate it when they introduce bullying to shows like this, because it's like, it is uncomfortable to watch. Like you said, oh god, I thought Cordelia was bad, but turns out there was worse.
I'm surprised she wasn't involved in that pack, to be honest. I know.
Honestly,
perfect candidate.
Yeah, she's the female version, like the ringleader of just bringing people down, and it is just horrible to watch. So yeah, this was a particularly nasty episode.
Definitely. Seeing Like, people like Lance, as soon as he got shown, I just instantly warmed to him. It's like we did with Willow in the first episode, because the first time we saw her pretty much was Cordelia dissing her outfit. So it's like, as soon as someone's being bullied, I'm like, oh, they're my baby, because it's so unfair, and Lance is probably never going to appear again, but I wish him a good life, and I hope that he succeeds.
He might, you never know, might make a comeback, but yeah,
Maybe.
it is just really sad. It's going to be like one of those Owens, you know, they just come and go.
There must be a hell of a lot of students in this school.
I know, we're going to get to see each and every one of them at some point, and then just never see them again. Like, it is funny, like, everyone's going to find out Buffy's secret at this rate. Like, it's crazy how not more people are talking about how Buffy's at the centre of all this madness.
I know.
All the time.
And the principal died. Principal Flutie is dead, and I can't believe that. They actually ate him. The manner in which he died was horrible, and seeing him so helpless in those final moments, especially as he was supposed to be an authority figure, was actually quite, again, uncomfortable. It was really sad, almost. Because I never liked him. He's very on Buffy's case, and I don't like him for that. But I liked that he introduced the counselling after the teacher death. I think it was after the praying mantis killed the teacher. He introduced counselling for people that were scarred from it. So I think he genuinely did care about the welfare of students, and he did try sticking up for Lance as well earlier on in the episode. He was a bit inept, but he gave it a good go. And so seeing him being so helpless towards his own students at the end of his life was quite damaging.
It was hard watching, because you know, they were picking on him, like they were doing their absolute worst to him, and it's just a shame, because we all saw it coming. Like, he was always going to punish them for what they did to that poor pig, and you know, he wasn't going to come out of it unscathed. And I knew it was coming, and it was just as sad watching it. So it's going to be interesting seeing the new principal and how that's going to go down. And yeah, they're just getting through so many people. This high school is truly cursed. I don't know why more students are not talking about it. Like, so many people are dropping like flies. It's crazy.
And I had a point of question. Xander said to Willow, we never needed saving until Buffy came along. But the school is located on the Hellmouth. Are things only just starting to come out now because Buffy is in town and they're all attracted to the Slayer? Or would this have happened anyway?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Like, I feel like since Buffy's arrival, I don't know how many like crimes that school has been involved with, but it does sound like the vampires are attracted and now sort of being reborn because Buffy's in town. It does seem like she has stirred it up a bit.
I think it is actually a coincidence, because we really should know this, because I feel like that's what most of episode 1 was about. He was in there for such a long time, and then he came out to the surface, and he's trying to escape that barrier. He's kind of like located just above it now. So I think it probably would have happened anyway, and it's just lucky that Buffy is here to save them. So I think Xander was wrong, and that they would have needed saving anyway, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I just hope they can stop the Hellmouth from properly opening, because I'm pretty sure once it opens, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath with all the things that could be coming out of there.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
No more development with the Anointed One this episode.
No, that's sort of been put on pause, so they are spreading it across multiple episodes.
Yeah.
By the looks of stuff.
I have to say, I think this was my least favourite so far.
I feel like I have to agree with you there, because of the nature of it. It was quite uncomfortable, very different from the other episodes, very different. I thought the last episode was a little slow, but this one seemed to really be different from the other ones. It was a lot more uncomfortable. So yeah, it's a bit yeah, I have to say it's kind of not as good as the other ones.
That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching our reaction to season 1 episode 6 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If you want to watch our uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you next time for episode 7. Bye.
Bye.
I like 'em sweet but naughty, pimples on the cheeks. I bet you taste like berries, so